were somewhere around Barstow, on the edge of the desert, when the drugs began to take hold.
Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm doing a, I guess, final Criterion haul video, even though it's only one. I know I've only done one video on the channel, but I've been to Barnes & Noble like 3 times this month. And I cheated a little bit. Before the sale started, I think on August 1st, I couldn't wait. So I went to my local, like, trade-in secondhand store or whatever. It's called Rasputin Rasputin Records, and I picked up one that it's been on my list for a few years. So yeah, I jumped the gun a little bit. So I've been to, let's say, 4 stores this July for Blu-rays. What am I saying? 4 stores for the Criterion Sale. You know, 3 times I went to Barnes & Noble, and then I went to Rasputin. But anyway, I figured I'd just condense it into one video. And I got a good amount of stuff here. So I'll try to be a little quick to get through, not try to linger on any titles too long. But yeah, so we'll just get a little random pickup out of the way. It's movie related, but yeah, I got, if you in the thumbnail I have a book in my hand. It's the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood Tarantino book. Couldn't resist. It was only $10, and it was actually in the Criterion section of my Barnes & Noble. It was by the cash register. I was like, definitely, come on, I'm not gonna pass up on that. $10, Tarantino's like first novel. And I love the movie too, so yeah. Picked that up. And now for the pre-sale pickup from Rasputin Records. I actually got, and this was only like $13, so it's a pretty damn good deal. That's why I couldn't pass it up. And it's Badlands by Terrence Malick. And I've been getting into, I wanted to get more into Terrence Malick. And I missed out on Days of Heaven stupidly. I kept skipping that every sale the past couple of years and thinking, oh, I'll get it eventually. Now it's out of print, and now it's like $80, $90 on eBay. So, but I was able to find Badlands, and I've heard good things about this, and yeah, I love The Thin Red Line and The New World. I love both of those from Terrence Malick. Those are the only 2 I've seen so far. So I want to get more into his filmography. And I think I got another one. I might be wrong though. Yeah, that's the only Malick movie I picked. I wanted to get Tree of Life. I didn't find it. That's I didn't see any Terrence Malick movies actually this year, except for Badlands, and that was at Rasputin. But anyway, next up we got some blind buys. This is a spine number 39. This is Tokyo Drifter. This was recommended by another YouTuber. I can't remember who it was. I remember it was I just came across a YouTube channel, and the guy was talking about like the #1 recommendation. It was a while ago, but he said Tokyo Drifter, and the cover art has always caught my eye. I love like crime movies and Yakuza movies and Japanese cinema, so I was like, I'll try it out. I've seen Massacre Gun from Arrow Video, and that was pretty good, so I'm assuming this is in a similar realm, even though this one's in color. Massacre Gun was black and white. But yeah, this is a blind buy. Check it out. I mean, whoever sees this, comes across this video, let me know what you think about any of these blind buys, or anything in this video actually, any pickups I got. Another blind buy. This is recommended from YouTuber Crazy Jason. He doesn't really upload anymore, but I really enjoy his channel and his thoughts on movies. This is spine number 810. In a Lonely Place, Humphrey Bogart. I really love this cover image. I think it says a lot, and it just caught my eye when I saw him, when when I saw Crazy Jason pick this up in his video, it really stuck with me. That was like years ago. That was like 4 or 5 years ago. But I was always like, man, I gotta check that out. In a Lonely Place. I don't think I've ever seen any Humphrey Bogart movies, so I'm a little out of the loop there. But yeah, that's number 2. Next up, another blind buy. Multiple YouTubers have recommended this one. Spy number 541. It's Night of the Hunter, starring Robert Mitchum. Yeah, I mean, I've heard a lot of good things about this. The director, I'm trying to find his name. Charles Laughton, there you go. Directed by Charles Laughton, his only movie. This is a special buy because it has the special features on here. It actually shows like the whole in-depth behind-the-scene filming process. I'm assuming that's why it's $50 instead of the standard $40, because you don't get that many, that much in-depth behind-the-scenes footage for a movie that came out in 1955. That's more modern. That's pretty rare, in my opinion. That a movie of that came out in that era to have that much, in-depth special features and behind the scenes creative process. Screw it. You saw it in the thumbnail. I'm not hiding it. Let's just go straight to it. The Wanker Y Box. This was the main item on my list this year because I wanted Chungking Express, and if you're familiar with Criterions, you know that thing has been out of print for like close to 10 years, and it's on eBay for like $100 to $200, and I'm like, it's just so hard to justify that purchase. I've contemplated it. It's been on my watch list for a long time, on my eBay watch list, but I was blown away when Criterion announced The World of Wanker Y, and I saw that they included Chungking Express. So obviously, that was the number one purchase. And it has, I think, 7 movies. Yeah, it has 7 of Wanker Y's films in here. I've only seen Chungking Express, so I love that. I had the old the Tarantino recommended DVD, and I'll put that little image here. But I had that DVD years ago, and I love the movie. But I mostly collect Blu-rays, and I wanted the movie on Blu-ray, and it was so hard to track down. Zavvi had one, like a pretty cool one. I'll try to put that one up here too. But Zavvi had a pretty cool release, and that was sold out and going for like a lot of money on eBay, like $60, $70. And then the only other one I've seen, well, there's a Chinese release, I think, and that was, I just wanted a definitive release, and Criterion was the answer. And then they released this, so it was a no-brainer. One quick thing, why do these stores put those spider wrap things around these like collector's editions of box sets? They all do it. But luckily, this is a little anecdote, sort of. The lady, I couldn't believe the lady at my Barnes & Noble, the supervisor, she remembered me from last year. And she goes, "Oh yeah, I remember you. You didn't like the spider wrap device, so I told them not to put it on." She said, "I told them not to put it on your box set." And I was like, "Really? You remembered me? That was like 8 months ago." So I was a little flattered she remembered me. So that's cool. Yeah, I got me a good copy. So I go up to the front desk, and I tell them my name. I give my information, and they pull the box set out. They don't have they took the spider wrap off, but in its place they tightly wrapped a rubber band around it like 8 times, and now they got these little. You probably can't see it on the camera, but it's a little dent. You might be able to see it right there, and it's on all the corners. And if you're a collector, you know what I'm talking about. Little tiny dent right there. it's just it's it's not a big deal. If you're not a collector, you won't understand. But if you're a collector, I mean, you're 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 taking a little paint flake off the Mona Lisa is what you're doing. But whatever. I'm trying to overcome my OCD and just go with it. I didn't return it. I'm gonna hang on to it. I got this amazing box set, 7 movies. So yeah, I'm not sure this has a I don't think I'm not sure box sets have spine numbers, but yeah, World of Wanker Y. It's pickup number 4, 5, including the Tarantino book. Oh wait a minute. Pickup number 5 because I forgot about Badlands. Yeah, 5th Criterion pickup. Number 6, we got. This is a blind buy, but I trust the director. It's spine number 1059. It's Crash, David Cronenberg. This is one of the few Cronenberg movies I haven't seen. I love the majority of his movies. You know, besides, there's a few I haven't seen. I haven't seen The Brood yet. I haven't seen The Dead Zone yet. I've seen, I think, everything else, including Cosmopolis and A Map to the Stars, which were, that's what I'm saying. They're okay. They're not like great. But it's his later work, and a lot of directors, I don't know if you want to say, stumble in their later career, which, going back to Tarantino, is his reasoning for not, thinking about retiring soon, because he doesn't want to step foot into that realm of his career. But yeah, Crash, James Spader, Holly Hunter. It was between this and Arrow Video's 4K, and come on, it's Criterion. I gotta get the Criterion. But yeah, I should keep the pace going here. Number 7, another blind buy, but I think a lot of people picked this up this year. It's spine number 1086. It's deep cover, directed by Bill Duke, starring Lawrence Fishburne and Jeff Goldblum. And this, to my understanding, I've never seen it. It's a blind buy, but it's I'm already interested. It's a neo-noir, crime movie set in contemporary Los Angeles. So that's, I love To Live and Die in LA by William Friedkin, and similar movies, Dark Blue with Kurt Russell. So I'm assuming, I don't want to assume too much, but I'm assuming this is in the similar vein of that. I love those movies, crime movies like that, and especially set in LA. Drive. So it's like Drive is my favorite movie of all time. But yeah, deep cover. Check that out. Finally, I completed my Kurosawa Criterion Blu-ray collection with this pickup, Dreams. Yeah, spine number 842. I've been putting this off for a while, and honestly, it hasn't been popping up in my Barnes and Noble over the past couple sales they've had. It's been sold out, and I actually saw one copy on the last day that I went this year. I'm like, okay, that's serendipity, right? That's something telling me pick it up. So I finally got it. Dreams of Kurosawa, and I'm assuming, watch, in the next couple of years, Criterion's going to announce some crazy Kurosawa box set 4K, since they've announced that they're going into the 4K market, which is exciting. And but I don't care. To me, this rounds out my Kurosawa Criterion Blu-ray collection. I'm praying they release Ran soon, because that is like my favorite Kurosawa so far. Ran, tied with Seven Samurai, I would say. And I'm just, it sucks they didn't. I heard years ago they were gonna release Ran on Blu-ray, and the deal fell through. The rights reverted back to Studio Canal or something, and yeah, unfortunately Ran, it's just on DVD, but hopefully they get it. But anyway, yeah, Dreams. Excited about that. This one has been another one that's been on my list, eluding me for a while, and I thought it was out of print. I thought it was going out of print. But once again, the last day I was at Barnes & Noble, this movie was there. And I was like, well, that's crazy. I randomly, it was random too. I wasn't planning on going to Barnes & Noble that day. It was like 20 minutes before closing. I just power walked in there. And yeah, Spy number 539, House. Pretty shocked to see this. I honestly thought this was going out of print because I hadn't seen it in a long time. Maybe someone out, maybe you guys have seen it a lot, but my Barnes Noble in Fresno, California has been pretty barren of this movie. But yeah, House, this is you guys know. If you know, you know. This is a mind fuck of a movie. But it's a welcome. I welcome this lobotomy. This is just fun. I enjoy that constant piano melody they play throughout the movie. There's just something about this movie that's like, I don't know, in puts you in a trance, in a weird. It's just you embrace the chaos, if you know what I mean. I don't know. I can't find the words, but it's a fun movie. It's super interesting and experimental, and especially for its time, 1977, to make a movie like this. It's just a cool movie. And look at that cover art, so iconic. I had a cat. I used to have a cat. Look just like this. All right, final pickup of this video, of this sale. I must admit, I didn't get, as much as I bought, I didn't get all that I wanted. There's still like a lingering 5 that I wanted, but this was one that's been on my list for a while, and once again, it kept eluding me, and then a few times I would pick it up with the intention to buy, and for some stupid reason, through some rationale, I would put it back down on the shelf. But it's Spy number 779. It's David Lynch's Mulholland Drive. Honestly, this isn't my favorite David Lynch movie that I've seen. I've seen most of his movies. The remaining I haven't seen is Twin Peaks in general. I haven't seen any Twin Peaks. Fire Walk with Me. I do love the theme song of Twin Peaks. It's an amazing piece of music. And I do intend on watching Twin Peaks and then Fire Walk with Me. I haven't seen Blue Velvet or I've seen The Elephant Man when I was a kid, so that I don't count that. I don't remember it. So, but I've seen everything else. And my favorite David Lynch movie is The Straight Story. And I don't think that'll ever go on Criterion. That's owned by Disney, I think. It's on Disney Plus, but Mulholland Drive would probably be my second. I love movies set in LA, especially this region of LA. Like North Hollywood, the neighborhood of Los Feliz. I love that neighborhood. If you've ever been to Los Feliz in Hollywood, it's near Griffith Park Observatory. The neighborhood is just so inspiring. I want to live there. I want to live there. Drive. It looks like the region of where Drive takes place. His apartment, and yeah, me and my girlfriend went there in like 2015, and since then we just fantasize, or we want to live there. It's such a cool, I don't know, enchanting place. But yeah, Mulholland Drive reminds me of that region and that mindset, and I did like the movie. I saw it once years ago, but I always remembered that aspect of it, the vibe. It kind of brings me closer to that neighborhood, to that region. So it's one of those movies that sort of, I don't know, takes you to a happy place, I guess, in a weird. David Lynch isn't the guy for that quote. But I don't know. Mulholland Drive does the job. Yeah, that's all the movies I picked up this sale. Like I said a few minutes ago, there's about five more I wanted. I wanted the Police Story Police Story 1 and 2. I wanted a few Wes Andersons, but it's fine. There's another sale in November, and for people who don't know, Target and Best Buy, they sell Criterions on their website for like $27.99. So every once in a while, I'll pick one up off there, or I'll check like local pawn shops and stuff and see if they have some hidden gems. Like Rasputin mentioned earlier, they actually had Don't Look Now, which recently went out of print, and it was selling on eBay for like $80, $100. So pawn shops have some little hidden gems. So I love the Criterion Sale every year. I try to get a good amount of stuff that's on my list, but throughout the year I'll pick up stuff from local shops and Target or Best Buy. It's not bad. $27, especially if you have like a certificate, $5 off, or a birthday certificate, which is $10 off. You get a Criterion for $18. So yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to make this video, go through it quick, not spend too much time on it. But that's my 2021 Criterion pickups. I got a good amount of stuff this year, including the Tarantino book, which I'm excited about. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I don't know, comment below. Let me know what you think about any of these pickups, the book, the blind buys, and yeah, I'm interested to see your comments, and thanks for watching.